Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes and just life here at Pike Creek Farm, which is just a few acres in the thumb that my husband and I truly enjoy. I am semi-retired and trying to be thrifty while thriving, and that's kind of why I'm here today. I'm going to share a thrifty recipe, but it also falls into my theme. Look at the breeze. The theme for June that I'm following, which is June Jars and Pantry Stars. And this will be another Pantry Star recipe using pasta that I had in there. Sometimes I use macaroni, sometimes I use shells. These are small shells. I use medium for this too. My mom always used medium. I'm using some canned tuna. You can use canned chicken, leftover ham, but I'm making tuna mac salad. So in my opinion, it has to have tuna. And it's gonna have some fresh veggies and some frozen peas and mayonnaise, which I always keep in my pantry. And it's just basic, perfect for this time of year. If you're going to a picnic, a potluck, hot day, it makes a great dinner, simple dinner. Add some sliced tomatoes on a platter and perfect, you have dinner. So I am home this afternoon. I am making dinner for a family at our church that just had their 4th baby. So I thought I would make this because I have dinner already going. I have cheesy potatoes in this crock pot. I am making a little veggie tray because the kids are young. I made oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and I'm gonna make some homemade oven baked chicken strips later. So pretty simple and hopefully kid friendly. But today we're here for, or right now we're here for making tuna macaroni salad, one of the pantry stars. And I have some water on, come to a boil. I added some salt to it, and I'm gonna cook about half of this package. That's more than enough for us. And I can have it for lunch tomorrow when I go to work. Makes it easy, nice lunch. So I'll bring you back when we get going. But first I'm going to, like I said, cook half this pasta, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to dump it out. Pasta's almost done. I have maybe a little less than a half a package of peas in the freezer. I like frozen peas in mine. So I'm gonna put these in here. And when I empty the hot pasta, it will thaw these out. So that's how my mom taught me to do it. I don't cook these separate, or I don't add them to the pasta water. I just empty them into the bottom of this. And they will be nice and green and bright once I add the pasta. Here's the pasta. Let's test. What? I'm throwing the macaroni, the noodles, the shells. I'm throwing the shells. Done. You don't want to overcook your macaroni. Shells, whatever shape pasta you're using. And like I said, my mom usually used the medium shells, and they're really good with that. But these are what I had in my pantry. So I'm going to give this a stir. And you know, peas are totally optional, but I like the peas in this. I think it gives it a nice bright color. So I'm gonna let this chill out some, and I am going to chop up some onion and celery. I add onion and celery. You can use any kind of onion. You know, Mom used basically always red onion. She used yellow onion. She hardly ever bought red onion. And sweet onions weren't as available when I was growing up that I'm aware of. So usually she always had a big bag of yellow onions. I have a Vidalia I'm going to chop up, and then a few pieces of celery. Mom didn't usually add cheese to her tuna macaroni salad, but you can. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use 1 or 2 cans of tuna. There's not really much in that, but you want to drain your tuna well. Okay, I'm going to empty in my pasta. I opened up 1 can of tuna first to make sure. I don't need to see if I need how much tuna I want. Then I have about a half of an onion, and okay, that's quite a bit of onion, but I do like the onion. And then about that same amount of celery. It was like 3 small stalks. Let me mix this up and see how that looks. Like I said, you can add cheese. I don't think my mom ever did. I think I have sometimes because like my son likes it, but traditionally, no. I have served cheese slices and sliced tomatoes with it. Okay, I think I need the other can of tuna. I will be right back. Okay, adding in 2nd can of tuna. You could add 1 large can. Pepper, about half a teaspoon. And we'll start with that same amount of salt. And now we're going to add mayonnaise. And the mayonnaise does soak in some. You can use Miracle Whip if you prefer. The mayonnaise is supposed to be the glue that kind of makes everything stick together so that in one bite you get some of everything. Okay, I'm going to get a spoon out and taste some. Might need some more salt or pepper. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of dill weed, but that's not what she normally did. It was pretty simple. I'm going to add a little bit more mayonnaise. And when you open it up after it sets in the fridge and all the flavors mingle together, if it looks dry, just add some more. If you want a little bit of tang, you can add like a teaspoon or 2 of apple cider vinegar. Now, if you do that, it might get watery faster. So this is ready to go. I'm gonna put the lid on it, put it in the fridge, and then tonight with dinner, when I cook some chicken strips, I will have this with it. And this is very simple. This is just an old-fashioned tuna salad, not a fancy one, not with all the new things we add. This is just a traditional old-fashioned tuna salad the way Mom and Grandma made it. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.